acid clap. It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
I've felt bad for our fans out in the Nederlands, our friend in Ashburn. But I want to let you guys know, we're back and healthy.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
Oh
my god. Oh my god.
Your thing unstuck. You gotta
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Push it.
God damn it. In pure fashion.
Good.
In pure fashion. Prepared for nothing. We're here. The camera falls over. I'm gonna feel a song if you will get a little tune for us.
So I kind of got like a bass line going here though.
Okay, go for it.
No, wait, I lost it.
That's okay. Sometimes you just gotta take a break. You just deal with some shit. You go on vacation. You take some time away. Then you come back. You just keep vibing, you know? Come back to your people, to what you know, and you let them know. Everything's good, baby. You're gonna be fine. It's the astral moon that is passing through Aries, sun rising, stars in the earth, sun and the moon. And when you feel down, just remember that there's probably some dude out there whose balls are hanging lower than yours. And that's okay. That's okay, you know? That's all I got. Prepare for nothing.
I'm kind of liking that. That almost had like a Tool-esque riff to it.
Yeah, no, that was really sick. I want to give you props.
I gotta remember that. A-E-C-D.
Wait, hit it real quick, just a clean one in the mic so we can sample it.
Yeah. It's just
Live recording here.
okay.
Bra-ba-da-ba.
Bum, bum, bum.
How you been, dude?
I mean, good.
Good?
Busy, but good.
I heard you went around the earth another time recently.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. My short-term memory's kind of been fucky lately.
Do you got COVID brain?
I don't know, man. I've been having a lot of issues of, like, walking into the rooms and forgetting why I'm there, and then walking back, and then remembering, and then walking back again.
They say COVID brain's kind of real, bro. You might got it.
Yeah?
Did you get COVID?
I got it once, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard some things that, like, post-COVID symptoms kind of mimic, like, the ADHD.
Weird.
Walking into a room, not remembering what you went in there for.
I guess it's better than having Alzheimer's. I was afraid I was having, like, early onset Alzheimer's. Like, damn, my life's over at 20.
Oh, yeah, fuck that, dude. No, you're chilling.
And it's just like, man, I'm done. Just like that.
Okay, well, you turned 22. Dose.
I did turn 22.
You know, that's my favorite number, right?
Yeah?
I thought it was a lucky year for me.
Yeah? What happened for you that year?
A lot of bad shit.
Okay, so it wasn't a lucky year.
No.
But you thought it was gonna be.
I thought it was gonna be. I was like, okay, so my older brother, who I like, respect and love, he said his favorite number was 22. It was his lucky number his whole life. And then my birthday is on the 22nd. And me and him always kind of took that as a sign, you know? So I interpreted then 22 as my number. And then my 22nd year came around. And it was just tragic breakups.
Ooh.
And drug abuse. And like all of the things that kind of ruin your life. Yeah, that was 22 for me. So
yeah.
Good luck, dude.
I don't know. I think I'm lucky that I already got the drug abuse shit out of my system.
Yeah.
So yeah. I doubt that will come back in the same sense.
Good.
But, you know, tragic breakups, still very possible.
Oh, no, dude. Oh, no.
You know, it would be a tragic one, too. 5 years.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
bro. I almost, I won't lie, that kind of just upset me thinking about it. I was like, no, dude, why you gotta do what?
I know.
What else? You got a cat?
I got a cat, so
What's your cat's name?
Voodie.
Voodie?
Voodie.
Where did that come from?
Well, when we bought the cat, its original name was Hoodoo.
Okay.
And it's like, there's no way I'm calling a fucking cat Hoodoo.
Do you know where that comes from?
I do, and that's kind of part of why I didn't want to really do it.
Oh, you don't like it being named after one of the coolest rock formations of all time?
That's not where I thought it came from. I thought it was like the voodoo, hoodoo, mystic bullshit.
No.
No?
A hoodoo is a geologic formation that is those things in Bryce Canyon.
Huh.
Those little things that stick up
Yeah.
in sandstone, those are called hoodoos.
So it has like no correlation with voodoo?
Nope.
Wild.
It has to do with like this cool sandstone formation that broadly represents southern Utah.
Well, it's probably best then because I don't really think that's fitting for an all-black cat.
Yeah.
If I had like an orange sandstone cat,
yeah, an orange stripy little ginger
that'd
cat.
be good. Yeah, but yeah, it makes no sense to call a black cat sandstone-related geology.
I'm not gonna put my opinion towards that.
Okay. So I just started calling it Voodoo.
Voodoo.
And then just shortened it to Voodie. And what's great...
I like Voodie. That's pretty tight.
Yeah, it's easier too. You don't have to say like less syllables, but...
Voodie and Voodoo are the same amount of syllables.
Yeah, I guess so. But...
Bro.
I feel like the second syllable is shorter. It's like half a syllable. Voodie. Voodoo.
D. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's science. All right, I approve of this message.
Okay.
My name's Joe Biden.
That's not as good.
That's bad. High with words. Fuck. What else? Anything good? We've been away for a while.
We have been away for
I'm
a
sorry,
while.
guys. It's been like a month since we posted. Plus, shit just happened. I got real busy. I got a new project going. Y'all might see.
Yeah.
Hoping to get Connor's help coming in here soon with it too. But
Yeah, I mean they've met everyone on the project. They've all had their own episodes with us too. So.
they have. I don't know how much I want to really announce here, but there might be a second thing coming in the works for you.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. A little mini thing.
Supplemental, a little mini fun for you guys. I'm really excited about it. The Fat Boys are in the house, so. Other than that, though, I did that. I went on vacation. Connor's life was busy. Long story short, shit just happens, bro. And sometimes you gotta take a month off. Most people do it in December and they pre-record episodes, and we said fuck that. But it's going good. I'm cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So,
What's got you?
dude, it's bad. I'm a big LeBron James fan.
Okay.
I know it's not a popular opinion really to have because it's really fun for everyone to just talk shit on LeBron. But
Yeah, I think so right now.
it's really fun, but
If you're into basketball, you want to see the big fall. If you're not into basketball,
when I was a kid, I used to ask my dad in the 90s, why does everybody talk trash on Michael Jordan? And he was like, because when they're the greatest, you're going to receive the most amount of shit talk. You know what I mean? Which I think to realm true. So, anyways, I'm like in the perfect realm of LeBron James age. And when he played for the Cavaliers in his first stint when I was younger, my dad bought tickets to go see LeBron game. I was stoked. And right before the game, he got injured. He didn't play when he came to Salt Lake. So then it's 2011, 2012. He's playing for the Heat. Finally making my own money. I buy tickets to a Jazz game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's when the whole concept of load management started, which is a basketball thing of essentially like, if you're the best player on the team, we're not going to play you all 82 games. We're going to strategically pick like 75 of them, and we're going to strategically sit you out of like 8 games throughout the season, back-to-back games, certain different things so that you don't injure yourself and overstress your muscles. So he sat for load management that time. Then I bought tickets years later. Now I'm married, and me and my wife buy tickets to the Jazz-Lakers game in 2020. And we got good seats. And I'm so happy. I'm finally going to see him play. And Rudy Gobert, the idiot Jazz player, was touching the mics and spread COVID throughout the NBA. And they canceled the NBA season. And the first game that was canceled was the Jazz-Lakers game. 3 times now I have bought tickets and not been able to see LeBron play. 4th time, I travel all the way out to LA to go to some concerts, to go to some comedy clubs, a story we've talked about before. And my lovely wife surprised me with tickets to a Lakers-Nets game. They're supposed to be the 2 best teams in the whole fucking league. And I was so hyped. And I looked a little closer and realized it was preseason. It was the first preseason game of the NBA. In LA. None of them played. They all sat on the bench because it was preseason.
But that time you at least got to see him.
I got to see him. Yes. And he went on the court during like halftime and was shooting in his street clothes, like shooting some shots, right?
Oh, he didn't even get in uniform?
No. No, because he was so injured he was in street clothes on the bench. He's never been in uniform in any of these games. He showed up to 2, been in street clothes in 2 of them.
Oh, man.
Okay. This year, I'm amped. I'm trying again, right? Buy tickets to the May Jazz-Lakers game. I buy a new hat, buy a new jersey shirt. I'm convinced it's going to happen. And the night before the Jazz game, he rolls his ankle. It got flown back to LA to start treatment for his thing. Didn't even show up to the Jazz game. I am 0 for 5 over the case of 13 years. 14 years.
You are never going to see this man play.
I know, that's like one of the only things I want to do. I so badly just want to see him play in the fucking flesh. Yeah. And I'm 0 for 5. You're fucking cursed.
You're gonna I think the way it's gonna end is you're gonna finally get enough money together to just buy yourself a Lakers season pass.
To like go to every
Yeah, and that's gonna be the season he announces his retirement.
Oh my god. Oh. Dude, I'm just so cursed. And like, I went to the game and it was such a nightmare for a number of reasons. Okay, so we show up to the place we're parking. And my wife's like, hey, there's a metal detector at the door. Make sure you don't have anything on you. And my dumbass is like, oh, I don't even own a gun. I don't have anything I can take in there. Her to her.
You had a pocket knife, didn't you?
Get to the door, and I have big-ass box cutter that I use at work. That's like a full metal, big, really nice box cutter.
Yeah.
And I realize that when I'm almost next person to go through, I reach in my pocket to pull out all my phone and shit, and then I realize I have it. And I see a trash can right there, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just throw it in the trash can. Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, it cost me $12.
Right.
I don't want to walk it all the way back to my car. My car's so far away, I'll just buy a new knife. I don't care.
Right.
Throw it in the trash. One of the security guards sees me. He's like, hey, what are you doing? And I was like, huh? And he's like, what'd you put in there? And I was like, it's my box cutter from work. He's like, you can't throw that in there. What if a little kid finds it and hurts themselves?
Why are you letting little kids
dude, that's the other part that I'm like, why are you letting the kids go through the trash right at the security entrance? But okay. I'm like, hey, what do you want me to do? And he's like, take it back to your car. I was like, I don't want to walk it all the way back to my car. I'd rather just throw it away. And he's like, okay, so you just don't want it anymore? I'm like, yeah, that's literally what I just said to you.
That's what the trash can represents.
Okay, well, give it to me then. So I grab it out of the trash can, and I hand it to him. And he walks away holding it up in the air, just like, everyone sees me, like, walking away with this. And then he throws it away on the trash can on the other side of the metal detector. Just as easily for a kid to fucking...
You should have went through and dug it out of the trash can.
Okay, so then I'm all frazzled because of this, right?
Yeah.
I walk through the metal detector. Forget that I have a belt buckle that has like a car seat belt buckle.
Oh, man.
Thing on it. So I triggered the doors. Triggered the metal detector after I walked through it.
Yeah.
4 security guards run up on me. 2 of them were like, what else you got on you? And I'm like, dude, nothing. And they're like boxing me in on all 4 sides. 2 dudes on this side, 2 dudes on this side. They're like, hey, well, we need to do the little like wand thing on you.
Right.
So I'm standing there. 2 dudes are wanding me down. 1 dude's in front of me fucking mugging me. Like he's fucking Captain Kirk or some dumb shit. I don't even know.
Bro, you are like a tier below TSA. And TSA is like a tier below mall cops.
So they run the metal detector over me. And they're like, well, it's not detecting on your belt where you said it is. It's detecting on your back pocket. And I reach into my fucking back pocket. And I got my fucking wallet that's got a metal money clip in my wallet.
Oh my god.
So I forgot about that.
It's such a fucking sensitive metal detector. Shit.
So then at this point, I'm like, dude, I take off my belt. I take off my thing. They're making me walk back and forth through. And at this point, they're also like, well, what else do you have on you? They're getting all
the fly of my zipper, buddy.
They're fucking snaking on me. And I'm like, they are literally acting like they finally just caught the terrorist.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, I just had a box cutter.
I
work in a retail store. I open boxes for a living. I like to have a decent box cutting knife.
Right.
Oh, okay. So I go in the whole game. I'm sitting in my section, the security guard for my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I ate too many edibles, but I think this guy was staring at me the whole time. I think he somehow like got word or something, but he was giving me one of these. One other small thing about that damn Jazz game, fucking the Jazz announcer pulled a total fucking Gary V moment.
Well, yeah.
So one of my infamous favorite Gary V clips is he tells somebody, because he's trying to like get people to understand like urgency and importance. He's like, now Matt, who means the most? He's interviewing someone. He's like, who means the most to you? They're like, oh, my family. And he's like, cool. Now I want you to picture your family in front of you, and they all get murdered right in front of you. And how does that make you feel? And he like goes through this whole thing about how his daily meditation is to essentially like meditate and imagine his whole family getting killed in front of him, because that gives him like context and a sense of importance and urgency in his life.
I want to go back to that.
Okay, we will go back.
We will
go back to there in a minute. But okay, so that's kind of one of his things, right?
Mm-hmm.
End of the first quarter at the Jazz game. So we're not talking deep in. We're talking like everybody's sat. It's really starting to go.
Mm-hmm.
And in between the first and second quarter, they just cut all the lights out in the whole stadium. And the spotlight comes down to their guy who does the like, all right, Jazz, it's the fourth quarter. We're going to do this dumb game. And he's like kind of the host for the...
Yeah, the ringleader.
The little ringleader for the little pre-con games. And he's on the court. And he's like, I want you to imagine somebody you know who's died of cancer.
Okay.
Everybody in this building knows somebody close to them who has died tragically of cancer. Didn't that ruin your life? Deep pause. Well, now the 5 for Fight Jazz Fund. If you text this to this number, you will automatically get charged $5 on your cell phone bill, and that will automatically be donated to the fight for cancer. So unless you want to disrespect the person you just thought of who died from cancer, you'll donate now. And if you don't donate now, you obviously hated that person who died of cancer. Now, I know that wasn't verbatim what he fucking said, but his whole goddamn ass speech was just like...
So weird.
How fucking...
It's like... Okay, so we had something similar to that in, like, high school, where the guy, like, came out and he's like, I want you to look around the room. Someone that you're looking at right now will die in a car accident.
Yes.
It's like teenage car accident
Yes.
things. And then they had like that whole thing where they would like take kids throughout the day from class. And it's like, imagine the empty seat. And it's just like, bro, you took all the Stuco kids.
Oh my God.
It was so cool that all the Stuco died.
Oh my
We
God.
fucking hate Stuco. When they came out, because they tried to make this whole scene of it too, of like, they had the bagpipe player and then like the casket bearers take out a casket, and they were followed by all the Stuco kids in like...
What is Stuco?
Student council.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And they were all wearing like, ghost makeup and, carrying flowers to represent that they were the dead body in the casket. And when it came out and the announcer came out, he's like, I want you to look around the room. All these kids right here. Imagine if you didn't get to see them anymore. Like 4 kids started clapping and like got the
Hell
whole
yeah, dude.
got like the whole crowd
Fuck
cheering.
Jared.
Because it's like the other thing too is they were supposed to talk
All
about
the homies hate Bob.
Dude, they literally like got taken to the Wynn Resort and put in a penthouse to hang out with like this don't do drugs guy for like 2 nights to discuss.
That guy does drugs, by the way.
100%.
No way that guy does.
He probably does coke.
Dude,
just so he can do his job.
He's so methed out.
Yeah.
He shows up and he's like, you guys want to know what marijuana looks like?
Right. And then basically it was just like, how does it make you guys feel to think that you could have died in a car accident? And they're like, oh, it was very deep for us. It's like, fuck you. We all hate you.
Oh my God. Nobody liked Darren anyways. We all hoped he died in the car wreck.
I think, ironically enough, I think one of them actually did die in a drunk driving accident.
No, dude. That's why you can't do something like that.
I know.
That's why some of those like polls that you hear about in like high school yearbooks, like the most likely to.
Yeah.
Some of those sound almost like grim long term. You know what I mean?
The self-fulfilling prophecy.
Would it just would like the bad ones actually come true? And it's like most person to be a janitor that they end up being like fucking just heroined out, like, oh.
Most likely to be murdered by Michael Leftfield. Just like, what does this mean?
To be murdered by the other person in the grade.
Right. It's like, who put together the yearbook this year? Oh, Michael Leftfield. Why? It's just his hit list.
Second most likely person to be murdered by Michael. Jesus Christ.
He just admits, like, 3 years after high school, these people just start dropping off the face of the earth.
Oh my God.
That'd be really funny.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Use your... I got trolled in my yearbook, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fuck, I wish I would have prepared for this, because I would have actually brought out my yearbook that's kind of buried in a box in the other room. But
Yeah.
we used to... went to a small private school, which in
Yeah.
and there was a small group of girls in the school. There was like 10 of us dudes and 10 of us girls that were kind of like one general crew that kind of like weirdly mingled and hung out with each other. And we would all fuck with each other so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And we just, like, it got to the point that, like, everyone was giving each other, like, incredibly inappropriate nicknames. Just, like, one of the girls we were calling Ho.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just, like, it was dumb. It was playful back and forth between all of us.
Yeah, we had that.
But one of them was the yearbook editor.
Oh.
And we thought nothing of it this whole year as we're just giving this girl, like, so much shit.
Yeah.
And as a senior at my school, at the front of the yearbook, the first, like, because the grades were so small, each senior got a half of a page.
Oh, shit.
So, like, on each spread, there's 4
Nice.
seniors. You got, like, 3 pictures, and then it would have, like, a question you answered, and then a quote that you got
Like
to
a
pick.
mild biography, then?
A little mild biography, and then you would pick your senior quote. In mine, because I fucking loved it, I picked the Nelson Mandela quote about how, like, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
Okay.
And I thought I was being all, like, fucking dope. And then I get my yearbook, and I open it up, and it's just my senior quote is, living the thug life ain't easy. Tupac. I was like, oh, like it wasn't an intense, like it was such a subtle.
Right. And it's not even like a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. It's not like they changed pictures. It's not anything. They just fucked around and changed my senior quote to this super just douchey rap lyric about being a gangster. And
dude, my senior yearbook, they fucked up our band's name 3 different times.
Oh, not like your high school band, but
our garage band. So we were in a band called Two Nicks, and in like one section they just called us the Nicks. In another section they called us Tunics, like
a tunic.
Yeah, like a shirt.
Yep. Joseph of the Technicolor tunic.
And then one of them, I think they just called us Garrick's band, and it was just like, the fuck is that? He's the worst. He's the worst member in the band.
Okay, I was about to be like, is he at least the singer? Or
well, yeah, he is the singer, but he's like,
Good job, Garrett.
Yeah, we literally had a thing called the Garrett Effect with how much this man messed up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and like the biggest thing that upset us is this man later on got like a recording deal, and he was like talking with us. He's like, yeah, I just like took all the shit you guys told me I needed to work on, and like I sat down one day and decided to do that, and like now me and my band got like a record label going. It's just like, why didn't you do that when we were a band?
Jesus, dude.
It's like,
why couldn't you take the advice we gave you and fucking put it to us?
Oh my god. It's like, I don't think you understand. You literally had like the A-team too. Fucking a guitar player and a drummer that had been playing since they were 5 years old that were like masters at it. Now you got fucking 4 stoners worse than you.
Oh my god, just Stony Silverstein.
And this is the best part. They lost their record deal because their drummer refused to stop smoking on camera. And because they had like this weird thing put together that was going to pay for their record label if they did like a garage band documentary. And the like producer basically said, I need you to stop smoking on camera. And he refused to do it, so they went to the band manager and asked her to like talk to him. Turns out he's fucking her. So she was on his side, and they got pulled, and they lost everything. And it's like, yeah, grade A to your manager dropping the ball.
Dude, is coming from somebody who enjoys the marijuanas.
No, this wasn't marijuana. This is cigarettes.
What?
Yeah.
He can't not smoke cigarettes on the fucking TV?
No, because it's a...
Jesus Christ. Fuck you, guy.
Yeah, it was like the rating or something. They can't show tobacco use.
Yes, but I mean, like, I thought this was going to be like, there are stoner people who their whole identity is so ingrained in stoner culture that they have to, like, any video be, like, seen, like, hitting the joint, you know what I mean?
I think some of it was, but majority of it was cigarettes, but regardless, he was...
But cigarettes is even more wild.
Yeah, regardless, though, he was 19, so he wasn't legally allowed to smoke either.
19 he should be. Where was this?
Vegas.
Yeah.
Cigarettes are 21 now.
In Utah.
In Vegas, too.
No way.
I'm pretty sure it's federal now.
I think that was a Utah thing. I'm not trying to correct you. I'm just...
I don't know. I mean, regardless, they still couldn't show tobacco use on their thing.
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure part of it, too, was because he was underage.
Fuck, dude.
Is it federal, or is it just Utah?
Search federal tobacco age. It said 21 years.
Yeah. Yeah, they upped it.
Holy shit. I thought that was a Utah thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I can't believe... Because, like, I showed you that video I edited for my family trip we did earlier.
Yeah.
And, like, I had a lot of shots I couldn't use. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? There was a lot of shots where it was like, hey, will you put your beer down for a second so this can be, like,
right.
a nice family
I mean, it was literally just like, dude, the camera's here and they're going to do an interview. Either smoke before the interview or just wait until after the interview to go smoke.
There's going to be plenty of breaks in which you can go have your fucking cigarette. You know what I mean?
And then I guess he was also like smoking while playing. And
So he was totally into like the image and persona of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't so that he was addicted to the cigarettes. It's like he needed that to be like his shot was him.
Because it's like no one that smokes does it while they're doing the task.
No.
They do it after or before to get the kick.
To have that be their like moment away. You know?
Yeah. It's just like, dude, just literally put it down for a minute. This is paying for a record deal.
Oh, I can't even imagine. That's so silly. That's so silly.
Like, these are the same people that fucking recorded Panic at the Disco. And you fucking dropped the ball with them.
It's just a wild, like, that persona choice. It's just, why is it so much cooler to look like you smoke cigarettes than to actually fucking have a deal?
Right. And it's just like, do you want to be the rock star that smokes cigarettes, or do you want to be the bum that smokes cigarettes?
Right.
Because you're still smoking cigarettes end of the day.
If anybody wants to sponsor us, I'll stop smoking cigarettes on the podcast.
You're really pulling we don't need to twist your arm or anything.
I just want to let everyone know that I'm willing to quit smoking cigarettes on the podcast.
One sec. I entered a Photoshop contest.
Oh, Jesus.
And I just won.
Might be a nice segue.
I just won. Yeah, I just won. 1 sec.
Will you drop your picture into the Discord and I will edit it into our video?
Yeah. 1 sec, I'm giving it my address.
What kind of Photoshop contest did you win?
So his friend went to Hawaii for vacation, and they had a photo taken where he's like posed like this, gesturing at like the sunset over the ocean. And so he edited out just him like this, and basically is like, you all get 1 month to make the best meme out of this.
Okay.
And let me see if I don't even know if does he say which one won. Let me see. Stream schedule. No, not that. Where is it?
I'll just do eyebrows at the camera for a second.
Yeah, he doesn't say which one won, but I'll show you some of
You won.
Oh, I know I won. Let me see if I can find one of the ones that I did this with it.
Oh my god, dude.
Let's see, what else did I have? I did a little bit of Photoshop glitches.
That same one you used on...
Yep, on Junaid.
Oh boy.
It's my favorite thing. I think this was the one that actually won it.
You really need... We got death row stories to talk about.
Oh, yeah. So, you want me to start off with it?
I'm just so curious because all I read was your prompt, and I'm just gonna read what you wrote in the Discord before you tell the stories. Actually, no, because I don't want to fucking spoil the story. Go on.
Okay, so I actually don't know why this man was put on death row, but
important.
yeah, it was a man in Palestine, Palestinian man. He was put on death row, probably for the crime of being Palestinian.
For sure.
In his own country.
Fuck that. Dude.
So he was put on death row, and there they still use the electric chair. And I think he attempted to eat like 24 batteries, like AA batteries, before his,
24.
Yeah, before his execution was just like dry swallowing them.
24 batteries.
Yeah, I mean, you're about
raw
to
dogging them.
Yeah, you're about to die. Who cares what it does to your system?
Glizzy gobbler.
Truly, the throat king.
The throat goat just fucking...
All the batteries. Straight into him.
Okay.
So when they put him into the electric chair, the combined charge into that create a small EMP that wiped out all the electronics in that prison. Like, permanently.
I want to believe this, but there's something in me that says the science doesn't add up there.
It created like a small electrical explosion.
An electromagnetic pulse.
Yeah. From the batteries being hit with a massive amount of electricity through his body and then him exploding with
I guess I do know basic physics. A mass electric field will create a magnetic field.
Yeah.
Right-hand rule.
And, you know, it was a small one, like about 100 yards around him. But it wiped out majority of the prison.
That's not small.
Fair enough, yeah.
100 yards of a magnetic pulse wiping out electronics from just your battery belly batteries?
Roughly, yeah. I mean, 24 batteries.
Bro, I just would like to see that as like a Marvel show. You know what I mean? Where he's sitting there and he's just like, take me. And you just see it as like some Sonic, like some AI just... And it just is this weird, like, radiating...
Yeah, because it's like you wouldn't see it.
Yeah, but they would add in some
He would explode gorily, and then, like, all the electronics would go dead.
I would like to think, though, a good production cinema would add those, like, you know how they add, like, what it looks like when, like, the sonic waves go across the desert and like the dust kind of like flops. So I feel like it would be that, but with like all the papers in the desk in the office, you know what I mean? And some dude's coffee just kind of being like, ugh, and spilled all over himself. I don't know, bro. It seems unlikely. Electro. Pulse from batteries. I'm looking this shit up. Most batteries are able to survive an electromagnetic pulse event. No. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, so I guess this is the one that won. It's the Namaste one.
Oh my god, dude. Namaste, huh? Dude, that's insane. Connor's a legend winning shit. Should we put that as our background picture today?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Namasteing?
Oh, this just a new photo just dropped to meme.
Dude, I'm gonna have to get in on this shit.
Get another shirt. Let's see if he'll do it again. Alright, what you finding?
Nothing, to be honest with you. It's fucking all sounding like bullshit.
No way, what is this? I don't think that's the right link. What did I just send you?
I don't know, dude. Let's look. Raw dogging it.
On Instagram. Reel is unavailable. What did I send you?
Fuck, dude.
Did something come up for you?
No, same thing.
Okay.
While you figure that out, I'm just gonna tell the world this year. We got fucking... Our content got stolen.
Yeah, we got robbed.
We got jacked. There's this fucking TikTard. Am I allowed to say that, or is that like... I really love the term, but I think I can get away with it.
I think you're under the radar.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're at 40 minutes in. I don't think anyone's here anymore, so I think we're chilling. So the question was posed, how many 5-year-olds could you take in a fight? Mm-hmm. Very similar to our third graders question. And I get some parallel thinking. The idea is, how many little kids could you beat up? I can't be the first person to think of this idea.
That's got to be a common thing.
I think
most parents have this thought at least once.
Probably Aristotle and Socrates, too.
Yeah, they saw some short people and were like... Yeah,
dude, how many of those could you take, though?
Yeah.
Like, that's got to have been a discussion for the times. But what I didn't like is there's 3 main statutes to my argument. 1, is you got to backpedal, and the fastest one to get to you can kick them in the chest. 2, don't try and use a kid as a weapon. That's just going to exude a lot of energy. You can just punch them way harder. 3rd, you're going to instill a lot of fear into a lot of people, and they're going to sprint off. And you can go punch those fuckers in the back of the head. Now, the 3 tenets of this motherfucker's video were run backwards and like Final Fantasy 'em or some other stupid analogy, but same fucking shit. Let's say Fortnite 'em or something like that. Something stupid shit. Second thing they said was pick them up and start swinging the kids around. Horrid idea, but you stole it. And lastly, he said he'll chase down the afraid ones. And I'm like, I just don't know how there's no way this motherfucker didn't steal it from us.
You know, I'm thinking about it too now, though. Like, looking back at our prompt and all that. Why has no one addressed the fact that you can just yell at them and they'll run away? Like, what 5-year-old doesn't run away when you raise your voice at them?
Now, are you just talking, like... I want to know what kind of yell you're talking about. I pose 3 different types of yells.
Like...
Is it a scream? Like, just, ah! Is it a lot of cuss words that are really like... I'll fucking murder your fucking little kid, fucking I'll murder you. Or is it like some hellish gibberish, just...
No, I think it's more like a very stern talking to, like... Like you're the authority figure and you just like, get out of here kind of deal. And they're just like,
the thing isn't to get them out of there.
No, but then they run away and then you just run and
cherry pick.
Back
so
of the
almost
head,
the same concept.
It's no longer a fight. It's now how many can you catch?
Dude, it's the same idea of like running backwards. Only the fastest one will get to you. When you scare them off, you're just cherry picking the slowest one.
Because now it's no longer how many 5-year-olds can you take. It's how many 5-year-olds can you catch up and punch in the back of the head.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
What do you think the endurance of like an adult versus a 5-year-old would be?
I think it's
pretty substantial.
Well, I think if we're like considering both are, average health for what they are, yeah, it's pretty substantial. But I think that there were some very...
Like, if you're the 30th kid, though, you know what I mean? Do you think you could maybe get far enough and up a tree that, like, I would be back still trying to, like, hit little Susie because my elbow was a little off and I had to, like, go back and reconnect a second time. And that's just giving him some extra space to keep going.
Maybe, yeah. There's probably, like, the size one, too, that if you're just short enough, you might be able to be, like, too low so that it's awkward to punch towards you down there.
Yeah. That's where the kicks come in handy, though.
That's true.
What I've always liked about the 3rd grader option is that 3rd graders seem to be right at this height.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of just swinging side elbows.
Strike him.
You're real tall. You're gonna have to come down with your elbows.
It's gonna be a lot of kicking for me.
Me, I think I'm like 3rd grade.
I need to up the age so I can like
really hit them.
Yeah. So now I'm fighting 6th graders.
5th or 6th graders. And
now they have a chance on me because
they're way stronger.
Yeah, maybe one of them took like karate since he's been 4 or something.
A 6th grader versus a 3rd grader are 2 different worlds.
Yeah. You can learn self-defense in that 3-year gap.
And if you don't think you could beat up a 6th grader way harder than you could beat up a 3rd grader, just think about how much more the 6th grader could beat up the 3rd grader.
Right.
Now you're 30.
Now I might enjoy beating up a 6th grader more than I beat.
Let's talk about that. Why? Why so?
I think that a 6th grader has the potential to be more annoying, more stupid.
Their peak middle school kid energy.
Yeah. Where it's like the worst thing a 5-year-old can do is just be a 5-year-old.
So 5-year-old 3rd grader, which we decided was like 8.
Yeah.
And then a 6th grader would be like 12. Yeah. 5, 8, and 12.
Because like when you take elementary schoolers, they're annoying because they're elementary schoolers. They don't know better. But like with 6th graders, there's like a mild sort of self-aware consciousness where they now think they know what they're doing.
Yes, they have some confidence. So are you saying that like the 5-year-olds are almost too young
to understand?
They're short. They're just difficult strategically to hit.
Yes. Third
Now,
graders, a little the same.
Sixth graders, though, they're a little too strong and agile. So it sounded like the 8-year-old, the third grader, is the perfect age of adolescent child to fight.
But that's the thing. That's okay. The amount of joy one could probably get from fighting like a bunch of third graders, I think I could get that same joy from fighting like probably just one sixth grader.
Oh, compounded.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is interesting.
Like the amount of cathartic release. Because I think the other thing too is that a sixth grader might be able to take more. So I can dish out more to them.
Your one kick to the chest might not drop them. They might cry and then come back psycho swinging at you.
Yeah. Like I can get out a few punches on.
Yes.
On a sixth grader. The third grader, it's like one tap.
One and done. Dude.
Yeah.
Easy.
But like with a sixth grader, there might be a little bit of fight in them that you can tear from them.
So do we need to add like a boundary with sixth graders so there's like a little bit of a ring so you can't like...
Yeah, well, I think the other challenge too is that sixth graders kind of run into a similar issue of like, adults do, is that I think sixth grade is enough time for you to make unhealthy life choices, so then it's a diversity. Because like all third graders are about the same healthiness, same physicalness.
Dude.
But like sixth graders, you can range from buff to fat.
There was and this is the reason you're so right with that. There was a age group in Utah youth lacrosse that was 4th through 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And a big 6th grader versus a small 4th grader were like two different ends of the spectrum of a child. You know what I mean? Like one's essentially a small adult. My size almost. I was 5'8", my exact same height and weight in 6th grade.
Yeah.
But then you put me playing as like a late 6th grader against a 4th grader who's like this tall, and he's the skin and bone kid. It's like fucking... Mm-hmm. So I used to ref that age of lacrosse, and it used to be the most scary like sport difference because there was such an insane size difference between...
Right. Well, I think there's even like an insane difference in like calisthenic ability.
Yes.
Like a 4-year-old still has a little bit of toddle in it.
Yes.
But, after that, they can run.
Yeah, they can get going.
I think another one, too, is, like, martial arts that have, like, that... Not martial arts, football. That's the contact one. So I had a friend that did Pee-wee football, and they don't do it by, like, age bracket. They do it by weight bracket.
Yeah, it depends on where you live, but there's usually a combo. Most of them split it out by age, but if in your age, if you hit over or under a certain weight for your age, they will bump you up or down a division.
Yeah, and because he was like such a lightweight, he was basically playing with children half the time. Because this dude was like 90 pounds in middle school. And he's playing with, other kids that are 90 pounds. But the problem is these other kids that are 90 pounds are like, he's in 8th grade at 90 pounds. And these are 6th graders that are bulked up for football in 6th grade. Where it's like all his friends that played football in 8th grade are now playing with like freshmen that are underweight.
Yes. I played with a kid in high school. I was like a lineman when I was growing up playing football. Mm-hmm. There was one kid that was like big enough to go up the age group. But the other thing is like it wasn't forced in Utah. It was kind of given to you as an option. Like, you can go up to this other age group if you're over a certain weight. And he never chose to. And he was this big Polynesian dude. And he was a lineman. And he just used to fucking... Shout out to my boy Chris. He used to just smash people. And every day in practice...
He probably enjoyed it.
Bro, every day in practice we'd do these drills. And he was the guy that, like, if you got lined up across from him for whatever drill it was, you're like, I'm gonna get fucking rocked. Like, there's no chance I'm dying here in the ring. Oh, yeah. Yo, did you hear about Chris Brock and Will Swift?
Yeah. They
Bill Swift, Chris Brock.
Bill Swift and Chris Brock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for the people who aren't educated and don't keep up on current topics, I mean, this happened a little bit ago, but I think it still needs to be talked about a little bit. I mean, so Chris Brock is a director.
Mm-hmm.
He directed fucking Mission Impossible.
They really? That's crazy.
Fire ass movie.
That's crazy. How are you gonna have beef with that man?
The Saint and World War Z.
Oh, he did World War Z.
World War Z.
Good.
Okay. All right. So he's just chilling one day, right? Like minding his business. I think he was like at a studio or a coffee shop or something like that. In public space, you know. And he just got walked up on and he got fucking he got kicked in the nuts.
Yeah.
By Will Swift.
Yeah. Like unprovoked.
Unprovoked. I mean, Chris Brock has some other issues relating to his wife that Will Swift is not cool with. But it's kind of unknown what that is. Now, a little about Will Swift to give you some background. He is considered the father of cognitive therapy in psychology.
Okay.
So he's pretty much like, oh, he's scared of being bitch slapped?
Are you still scared about being bitch slapped now?
Oh, okay, we're going to keep doing it until you're not being scared of being bitch slapped.
So he's out here thinking he's practicing medicine.
Yes.
But to Chris Brock, he just got his balls kicked in public.
Just getting ball kicked.
Yeah.
He's just trying to order his Starbucks, and he's fucking getting nut kicked by Mr. Swift.
Unprofessional.
Now, do you think Mr. Swift is justified in kicking Mr. Brock in the nuts unprovoked because of theories he might have about his mental state?
No, I wouldn't say so. Like, I mean, bro, that's a kick in the balls. That's not consensual.
Dude, I didn't even think about that. That's molestation, right? He touched his dick.
Wildly, yeah.
Why isn't that considered? If someone hits you in the dick, why isn't that considered just like a really quick touch?
You gotta consider it too. Like BDSM is now such a big thing. What if they get off to that? No, there actually is like, what is it, that cock and ball torture?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be someone's fetish to kick someone in the balls. That is 100% just sexual assault at that point.
Dude, and I'm really just thinking about, like, what about all the times you were sack tapped by your homies back in the day in, like, middle school? You know what I mean? Low key, they might as well essentially just walked up and kind of, like, touched you real quick on the dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's assault.
Bro, unprofessional.
Oh, God damn it. Well, Chris
Brock, I hope justice finds you, and I hope you recover swiftly. But not too Will swiftly. All right, see you next time.
Bye, guys.